I want to shout out Nate for this amazing tweet, and yeah, please go look at his channel as well as his Twitter. He's an amazing content creator. And when I saw this tweet, I needed to make a video on it straight away. So here we go. Nate says, to the world of Sentai, if any creator makes a video on a Power Rangers season, Zord, or character, can we please lay off with the, I think you mean insert Sentai name here? We get it, you know Sentai, so do we, but that's not what we're discussing. I agree, Sentai is the original and arguably better than Power Rangers, but this back and forth is getting old real quick. Different shows have different audiences. It's good to introduce people to Sentai, but not completely overshadowing the show they love, and I absolutely agree with this. I kind of get really frustrated at times when I'm talking about a Power Ranger thing, and then all of a sudden someone comes in and says like, oh, well, the Sentai did it better. You know, this happens and it's so much better storytelling. Cool. If you want to comment on that, please do. It's engagement, and I do like engagement on the videos. But I get it. Sometimes when I see this sort of stuff, it gets really frustrating because I see Sentai purists, but don't get me wrong, I know Power Ranger purists are out there, so it kind of gets a little bit old kind of fast. Now, if you know many Power Ranger creators that create any type of content, at times they may reference Power Ranger names for the Sentai. Now, with the names of, say, the giant robos, it's much easier to say Zord or Megazord, you know, the names for it, and at times the Power Ranger names. Is it quicker to do this? Yes. And it mainly connects us with the audience because they know it as well. In my Everything You Missed in Gozuja trailer, I went through all the names, and some of them were really difficult to pronounce. I'm not gonna lie, to pronounce it correctly can be really hard when certain names or certain phrases or whatever is slightly higher or different than what we actually see. When I see stuff, I go, this is it. This is how I see the word. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. There was one comment that I absolutely loved, and it read, I love these little Easter egg type videos, and kudos to you for attempting the pronunciation of those Japanese names. Thank you. That actually did make me absolutely smile, and I absolutely loved it. So thank you very much. Now, obviously, when I hear this, it makes me want to do better, but I find it hard to say some Japanese names because I just do. At times I'm able to say it, but I'm not able to completely and utterly try to grasp it. It's just difficult for me. I know that people are going to try and correct me on a lot of stuff. I get it. I have actually seen this in other people's videos and stuff, and it can get really annoying. If someone's talking about Power Rangers for the first time or the 100 millionth time, it does kind of grate if people are constantly commenting on it. What I do generally find on this is that it can put people off from making content because they just get bombarded with the same thing over and over and over again. I get it. You all love Sentai. You all think it's better. That's fine. But some people love Power Rangers a little bit more, and that's absolutely okay. I know that this is going to keep on going to the end of time. I generally know that it will do. And it will never stop until Sentai stops or Power Rangers stops. Well, Power Rangers has stopped. But you know what I mean. It's going to keep going over and over. Now, Nate shows literally two different comments. One saying, not even 24 hours. Super Sentai is better. Another one is, now I'm probably correct in this, that in RPM, they never turn around and say it. They just literally say it's a Zord, and they don't go into like the really, really in-depth version of it. Now, I can imagine that people think that this is a good thing, but again, it can be really annoying. If we're talking about Power Rangers, then mainly we're talking about that one show. I get that Sentai and Power Rangers go hand in hand. We want to enjoy the show, the content that we watch on YouTube, and that's all the main thing. When I watch, say, Gokaija, then I don't think of Super Megaforce, and when I watch Super Megaforce, I don't think of Gokaija. For me personally, I'm able to separate the two franchises, and I think a lot of people can as well, but I know that some people can't. They think it's like, oh my god, this is just Japanese Power Rangers. I know when you say those words, people get absolutely pissed off. For me personally, I wouldn't go into, say, Nate's comments when he's talking about a Power Ranger series and go, the Sentai is better, or anything like that. I generally wouldn't do that whatsoever. I sometimes think that when either side do this, then it takes away some of the enjoyment. But I never understand, why do people want to take away that enjoyment from others? I sometimes think that when you're talking about the show, some people think that you reference Sentai or that you have to reference Power Rangers at all time, all the way through. Like, if I was to talk about Super Megaforce, then a lot of fans are like, oh, I have to reference Gokaija, like, hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the best things that happen in Super Megaforce. But I just want to say thank you to Gokaija. This is all referenced from Gokaija, 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 Gokaija. I'm going to talk about the show. That's what I'm going to do. I think what can be super annoying is when people go, but yeah, the Sentai did it better. I'm not debating that the Sentai did it better. I'm talking about Power Rangers, not the Sentai. What I generally find funny is that if the Sentai is boring and Power Rangers is better, then they won't say anything. They'll just be really silent, but then try to get you to say it's better when they know that it's shit. And yes, I know, Super Sentai can be boring and all. The main thing is that I feel that if you're saying Sentai is better or it's superior, etc, etc, it feels like they want to try and take them away from it. It's like they want you to ditch Power Rangers and go, fuck what I grew up with. I'm only watching Sentai now. I'm a Sentai fan. Let's bin off all the Power Rangers. I'm gonna put all my Power Ranger stuff in the bin. Fuck this, because I'm now a Super Sentai guy. It's not going to happen, I'm afraid. It's the same thing as if someone was like, oh, I found Power Rangers, I'm going to bin all my Sentai stuff. It's not going to happen. Let people enjoy what they enjoy. I think that when you hear that Power Rangers is ruining Sentai when it's clearly not, or that Toei should stop with letting Power Rangers being made because it's tainting the Sentai, if that's the case, then you're stopping people from enjoying both formats. I generally think there'll be purists on both sides and we won't ever see any side stop whatsoever. I want to go back to pronunciation and stuff when it comes to Sentai, and I absolutely love the design of Basco when he absolutely defeats the Gokaijas at times, but his outfit looks absolutely amazing. Now, when I've argued this in the past, people come up and say, well, actually, it's not said like that, it's said like this. And I've had Japanese teachers turn around and say the thing, which I've just kind of gone with and gone, okay, it's Basco. But when you look at the box art that came for the figure arts, it's actually Vasco and Sally. But when you try and put it towards people, they go, actually, no, it's Basco, and that's how it's all meant to be. So if I see something and go, oh, that's Vasco, that's how I'm going to see it. And if I don't know that the V is actually a B in Japanese, then I'm not going to know. So if I see something and go, oh, that's actually Vasco with a V, then that's how I'm going to look at it. I really wanted to talk about it. I saw Nate's tweet and I was like, this is really interesting, and yeah, I generally wanted to talk about it. So again, please go check out Nate's Twitter, his YouTube and all that will be linked in the description. But generally, what are your thoughts on this? Like, let me know down below in the comments and let's discuss. And while you're down there, why not hit the like and subscribe? I'm trying to reach 21,200 by the end of May, and I know that we can smash this goal. So let's go, let's do it. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for listening or watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。